Hello everybody, this is Master Joe. Welcome to the review of the vintage GIJOE figures. Today look at this 1987 Jinx. Well, Jinx, she is a female ninja and she is a red ninja. We know that Firefly is the leader of the red ninja, but Jinx is in the G.I. Joe team. And who is Jinx? Jinx, she is the cousin of Storm Shadow. Okay, Jinx is Storm Shadow's cousin in his mother's side. So Storm Shadow's name is Thomas Arashikage, and Jinx's name is Kim Arashikage. So a little bit confused because Storm Shadow is using his mother's family name. Why? Because Arashikage is a famous ninja clan, and during the Jinx visit to Japan, and she knows that her family is a ninja family, has been generations, and so she carried the name Arashikage. And we know that Arashi means storm, and Kage means shadow. So Arashikage means Storm Shadow. And also here, Jinx, she made her first comic books appearance in the issue 59, and during that time she's wearing a white uniform, and her hood is like a sharp-shaped. White costume and sharp-shaped hood reminds people of the Ku Klux Klan. Well, that is a very bad group, anti the black people, anti-Jews, and anti-immigrations. So later on, they just changed the costume into the color red, and also the hat is famous whipped cream hat. So maybe that is the reason. They don't want this figure remind people of the Ku Klux Klan. That would be terrible. And the designer of Jinx a little bit regrets for the design of the face sculpt because she is in G.I. Joe team. And as we know that, the G.I. Joe teams, and they don't wear mask and most oftenly. And the Cobras, the bad guy, they wear mask. So, and also Jinx in the comic books, in the cartoons, often do not wear this hood. Only when she is in the combat, she wears this hood here. Alright, so this is Jinx, so let's first read her file card to get information about this guy. And this is the file card, and her code name is Jinx. Well, Jinx, she got this name maybe a little bit just like Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes is when you are rolling dice, you got a pair of ones, and that is a low hand. So when the enemy met Snake Eyes, they're in bad luck. And Jinx just means bad luck. When the enemies met Jinx, they have encountered the bad luck. And also Jinx is ninja and intelligence. Her file name is Top Secret, and actually from the later versions of the toy, we know that her name is Kim Arashikage. And primary military specialty is intelligence. Second military specialty is finance clerk. Her birthplace is Los Angeles, California. Jinx studied and competed in 3 forms of martial arts from the time she was 7 until she graduated from Bryn Mawr. Upon arriving in Japan for a vacation, she discovered that her family had been ninjas for generations, and she was officially initiated into the clan. Jinx was recruited for G.I. Joe team by Snake Eyes. And here, don't underestimate Jinx. She has been to the Silent Mountain and has studied the 7 silent forms with Blind Master. She has the eyes that pierce, the iron hand, and the heart that waits. She can see through your deception, batter aside your defenses, and dazzle you with the strength of her will. This is Jinx. And this is the figure of Jinx, and she comes with several accessories. One is this, is called Naginata, and they got the name correct. That is really the weapon used by the samurai and also the ninjas. And also a backpack with 2 ninja swords, so we're gonna see them each next to later on. And also first, let's see her brand name. Her brand name is made in Hong Kong, and also in her inner thigh, we can see, actually it's very hard to see that, and she's a 1987 toy. We know that she is a female figure, so her crouch part is a little bit small. It's smaller than most of the male figures, such as Storm Shadow. Okay, so which add up the point, she is a female figure, but also weaken this part because if you play a lot, this part, the crouch will be broken. And also add up some fingernail painted. Also reminds us she is a girl. We know that in the G.I. Joe world, the female figures, there is one female figure with the lipsticks, that is Zarana. Alright, and okay, let's look at her accessory first. So first is this weapon. It is called a Naginata, and that is a Japanese name. And usually it means a spear-like weapon, and usually that is on one side, not the both sides. So when you use this weapon, you got to be very careful because when you point the enemies, this point is facing towards you. You got to be very skillful and careful to use this kind of weapon. And it is very detail molded, especially this part. It's kind of like a ninja-style weapon. And the second accessory is these 2 ninja sword. And a ninja sword is quite different from the samurai sword. Number one, ninja sword is much shorter. It's usually around 50 to 70 centimeter. And second, the ninja sword is straight, and the samurai sword is kind of a curve here. All right, it is a very nice molded ninja sword. And also, when you store this sword into the backpack, there is an angle at the tip. So it will be stored in this way. Okay, and also this is the backpack. This is the third accessory. It is very recognizable because there are 4 ninja stars here, and also there are straps. And I think her huge backpack is like a parachute stuff, because ninjas sometimes will carry these weapons. They're jumping out of a high building, and maybe there are some ninja secret weapons put in this backpack. Okay? All right, so let's look at the figure here. So the figure is a very traditional ninja costume. And here is a logo. This logo is dragon. And we know that there is another girl in the Cobra team with this dragon tattoo, and that is Zarana. All right, look at her face here. And well, a lot of people joke about her head. It's like just like an ice cream head or whipped cream. And actually, we have talked about it, because if the hood is like a sharp and also with the white costume, that is Ku Klux Klan. And also here, her fingernail is painted. And I think that is the only one figure in the GIJOE line with the finger painted. And there is a belt around her crotch. Her crotch is kind of small. It's really easy to be broken. And here with 2 pair of red shoes, it just reminds me of the Doris in The Wizard of Oz. All right, the articulation, the head can go back and forth because this is a 1987 figure, and after the 1985, all the figures have the ball joint here, so they can do the up and down, and also can go left to right. So you can rotate her arm, and also bend at the elbow. You can swivel her arm, and also her body can move a little bit because there is an O-ring inside of her, and her leg can lift up. You got to be very careful because this is a very fragile part. And also knee bend down. Okay, so let's put on her accessories. So first is this backpack. And also these 2 swords. Okay, last but not least, is this weapon is called a Naginata. So actually you can just store this Naginata like this at the back, which is also a very cool way, but also you can put this in her hand, just like this. All right, so this is today's figure, and her name is Jinx. She's a very cool figure. She's a red ninja, and you can also have a multiplayer of this red ninja, because ninja is also my favorite stuff. And if you like today's video, please press like, subscribe, and leave some comment here, and maybe you can tell me what do you want to see. So in the future, I will put them on the list. So thank you so much for watching. See you.